Dude, I've been like sad boy. I've been a real sad boy, and I don't like it. Like, so sad boy reason number one is that I'm still having to pretty much just like lay around and heal for the most part. Like my body is still just like, my leg is still in pain. I'm still real swollen and
can't walk.
Yeah, can't walk at all. Which, well, I mean, I can with like 2 crutches, and I can basically just like hop and limp. And
I haven't seen your new crutches yet.
It suck. They're sick, dude. Shout out to freaking Hannah Gavios for hitting up the people at Walk Easy for sending me a pair of crutches. These crutches are much nicer than the ones I had before, and I'm really excited because PT starts Monday.
Oh, really? Did you find a place nearby?
Yeah, there's one that's near the Publix in like Dunwoody Photo and like.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Not too far away.
Yeah. Oh, I might have just leaked the location
of our Publix.
Yeah.
That we go to all the time, both of us. We always go to Publix.
That's the Publix that we exclusively go to. Is that one. That's the one we go to.
No, but that's good.
Yeah.
Have you driven? Well, I know you've driven a little bit, but like, have you figured out how to get your chair in the car and all that?
Yeah, I can, but the problem is that sucks the most is this wrist is way more jacked up than I thought it was.
Really?
Like, I can't lift my chair in and out normally. Like, I have to, like, you'll see how I do it later.
Well, your other wrist is fucked up too, right?
Well, this wrist is
mainly
jacked.
due to the elbow.
Yeah, the elbow, and then this wrist also has a pin in it. One of the scaphoid bones broke, and they had to put a pin in it. And my original injury, and then this one, like, there's like this bump. I don't know. Camera is not gonna be able to see it, but you can be able to see it. Like, that's not supposed to be there.
Oh,
like,
weird.
This like there's supposed to be a bump here and a bump here, but not one here.
There's like a big fat swollen lump.
Yeah, and it's hard. It's a bone. Like, it's a bone that's in a place where it's not supposed to be. So,
do you think that you should have had surgery on it? Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it's dislocated. Maybe I need to have a surgery done to it. Maybe it's just like when the swelling goes down, it'll heal. I don't know, but like this wrist is becoming a major problem.
That sucks.
Which is annoying. I knew there would be other things. Like, I remember even calling that in the beginning. I'm like, I got hit by a car. There's no way it's just my leg that is the problem, because if it's just the leg, then the problem, then like it would be only the leg that got hit, and like my whole body got hit, you know, and like my ribs and my chest are fine and my shoulder's okay, but this wrist is causing me problems. Like, I can't even hold like my Brita pitcher. Like,
really?
It like dude, it hurts. And you know, like another shitty factor is like I'm finally off the opiates, which is a good thing. Like, that's a great accomplishment. I took my last dose like Monday afternoon, and then all day Tuesday I woke up and I was like, dude, I'm hot and I'm like achy and I feel like I got the flu and I'm just like so depressed. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with me today? Like, what is going on? And I'm like, oh no, it's the start of the withdrawals. Like, can't wait. And obviously this is not the same kind of withdrawals that like a heroin addict would feel, or someone who's been on opiates for years and years and years. I was on them for a month and I wasn't abusing them, but even still, like, I feel like the soul was being sucked out of my body.
How much were you on before the withdrawals? Like 5 milligrams a day, 10 milligrams a day?
I mean, I was on just the...
And it was Roxy's, not...
No,
not
dude, I was just on the...
Tramadol?
Tramadol, yeah.
Oh, wow. So you weaned yourself successfully off opiates completely, and then it was, like, done with the Tramadol.
Well, Tramadol is an opiate. It's just a little...
Oh, okay.
It's just a little baby, like, bitch-ass opiate. It's, like, not anything that's, like... It's like for pain levels between 1 and 3. Like, it doesn't really... It does, but it also doesn't. Like, it's, like... It's for transitions, basically, or like minor pain or whatever. But so that was the last one I took, and so
most people would probably be on them longer than you, right? I mean, you're trying to get off them as soon as possible because you've had a history with opiate addiction, right? Like, most people would probably be on them for like 4 or 5 months.
I don't know. It just depends. Like, I'll have to see how much the pain gets in the way of my physical therapy.
Yeah.
If it starts causing problems in physical therapy, then I might have to go back to the doctor and be like, hey, I'm gonna need some just for when I go to physical therapy.
Yeah.
But we'll see when that happens. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm just like, my range of motion is extremely limited right now, and I just really hope I can get that range back, because if I can't, then I won't be able to walk. Which is another reason that I'm kind of like just like not in the best place. I'm like, damn, I spent like all this time and energy and effort for all these years to like be able to get to walk again, and then like now I'm not able to right now. So I kind of have to like work on accepting that, but I'm not gonna do that yet until I know for sure. And then I also have to think about like how much energy and effort I'm gonna put into actually trying to walk again, because that's a whole nother investment too. You know, is it worth it? Like, I don't know. That's a whole bunch of stuff I gotta think about. But
I think it's worth it for the sake of like your independence in certain situations. Like, you know, it's kind of like in that one video we talked about how like walking is like a character, like a superpower almost. Like, you don't walk all the time, but you can like whip it out when you need to. Like, there's just a lot of circumstances where walking is more convenient.
Absolutely.
And if you can do it for even just a short distance, like, you know, just to go up a small flight of stairs, or like, you know, just to load your chair into the back of your car rather than having to break it down every time, stuff like that.
I agree. Yeah, walking and standing is definitely something that adds a lot of value, but I also understand that there's people out there that don't walk and stand at all, and they've got just a fine quality of life as well.
Yeah, of course. We know a lot of people like that.
A lot of people. So I think about that. But yeah, the withdrawals are shitty. I feel like I have the flu. Like, I know I'm like in good spirits right now, just that's because I'm around people, and you know, but like I'm overheating at night. I'm not sleeping well. You know, like I'm in a lot of pain, more than just like regularly. Like my abdomen hurts, like my like bones hurt like everywhere. You know, it's just crap, man. Like, I sent you guys that little like,
yeah,
I was like, this is what I'm kind of going through. I mean, granted, I didn't deal with all those symptoms, but like, let me just read you a few of them. But it's shitty, dude. Like, going through these withdrawals, and it was funny because like, you know, it was like a WebMD post, and they're like, usually self-diagnosable. I'm like, oh, no way, really? Let's see here. It's like symptoms of opioid withdrawal usually include anxiety, nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain. And it's like pain areas in the muscles, gastrointestinal, diarrhea, vomiting or nausea, whole body, restlessness or sweating, mood, general discontent or anxiety. So that is an explanation of why I am very sad. Eyes, dilated pupils, or watery eyes. And that was something that even Jalila noticed yesterday. She's like, oh, your eyes are so dilated. I'm like, yep. I'm like going through it right now. And then also like fast heart rate, excessive yawning, goosebumps, insomnia, tremors. And I'm sitting there like, yep, that's me. That's me right now.
So since you've gotten through, say, addiction before, what's a good practice you go through to get you know, over the opioids?
Like, to get off of them?
Yeah.
Currently?
Well, in my addiction, I regularly went through withdrawals because there was many times where I didn't have access to my pills, and I knew that I had to wait like a week or two before I could go to the doctor or before I could go to the pharmacy to get them filled. And during those times, I remember I would just like do anything to make myself pass out. Like, I'd take sleep pills or Benadryl, or like smoke a bunch of weed. Like, those are terrible ideas, and I don't recommend that. And then for this example, is knowing that it'll eventually be over soon. You know, that I'm not going to suffer for a long time. And again, this is not my first surgery that I've had where I've had to take opiates and then wean myself off them. But what I like to do is just make sure I also have a lot of Advil and Tylenol in my system. I make sure I eat still, because if I stop eating, then that'll screw everything up. If I start having like, you know, diarrhea problems or something, I'll take like Imodium. But a lot of people, it's interesting. So like, addiction usually starts for like a fun reason. Like, it's like for partying, right? Like, a lot of people are like, dude, I can't wait to fucking, you know, get some drugs and get high, and this is going to be sick, and like, let's party, and, you know, like, let's hang out with people. It's, you know, we like live to use. It's like, yeah, like, let's get high, you know? And then there's a point that it switches to where like we have to use to live. And what that means is like we have to stay, and it's not even like we get high anymore. We just have to stay with these drugs in our system so that we avoid these awful withdrawal withdrawal symptoms. Yeah, thank you. Because withdrawal symptoms can be extremely debilitating to the point where like you just can't function. So like there's a lot of like functioning heroin addicts out there that, you know, there's a lot of functioning cokeheads out there and meth heads out there because they just use it because it doesn't really get them high anymore. But what happens is a lot of people, when they, still want to, quote, party or whatever, they'll drink on top of it, or they'll, mix them, they'll blend them together like a speedball. Like they'll put like Coke and heroin together and, shoot that up so they get like a crazy high or whatever. But, I think I currently am not in the used to live or live to use. Like my current issue is just simply due to like a broken bone. So the second that pain is taken care of, I don't need to be on it anymore. So it's not difficult now relative to how it has been difficult. But this time for me, I just make sure I, eat and try to socialize and, make sure I drink a lot of fluids and, take Advil and Tylenol and keep it in my system. And, I even found myself like watching some of my old videos because I knew like some of my own wisdom was like going to be important in this.
Yeah.
So I watched like the Carlos video and like the Matt Lyon video, and there's a couple of lines in there where I'm like, God damn it, he's right. And it's me.
Yeah, literally.
You've even pulled those lines on me before. We're like, Richard, you're never going to feel like doing it. You just got to do it. And then you'll feel better. And I'm like, shut up, Andrew.
You can't act your way into your feelings. You gotta feel your way, or whatever you say.
Yeah, you can't feel your way in your actions. You have to act your way in your feelings. Yeah. But yeah, that's currently what I'm going through. I am very miserable, but I'm also like managing just fine. And like I'm still doing the podcast. Obviously, I'm still gonna be able to do the rest of the day. And we got some other exciting stuff we'll talk about later. But it's one of these things I'm like, yeah. So.
Also, I wanted to say, we've been kind of taking a little bit of a break from videos, but not really. Like we put out the video last week, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was a cool video. It was
really the 10-year anniversary of your accident video,
and that one got a great response. You know where it got the coolest response was on TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I put that trailer on TikTok, and the only reason I knew it did good on TikTok is because people started commenting TikTok on my main video.
Oh, really? I literally didn't even like look at TikTok or anything. That's funny.
You have DMs from me on your TikTok that have been sitting there forever.
I've looked through some of them, some of the messages recently.
Okay.
But I went on TikTok like a couple weeks ago and there was like 14 TikToks from you.
Did you like the David Dobrik Jason one?
Yeah, that's funny.
With Big Nick too.
Yeah. The impressions.
Yeah.
But you said you started getting a bunch of traffic from TikTok to YouTube.
Yeah, I think TikTok got like 256,000 views. And like 300 or 400 comments, which I thought was
300 or 400 comments on TikTok?
I might be wrong. I'd have to look again.
I was gonna say,
but I'm pretty sure it was a lot of comments. It was
I
like,
want to look at the numbers.
Yeah, look at it.
That's cool.
Just
though.
know that automatically turns the volume
I've got my media volume turned all the way down.
Yeah, but it was a great response, man. A lot of people were, excited for what's to come. They're totally understanding that we're, taking a break.
364 comments. Goddamn.
Yeah.
That's solid.
Totally excited that we're taking a break, or totally, fine that we're taking a break. Excited to see what comes, next. And
someone commented, "That's the day Baby by Justin Bieber was released."
And someone else was also like, yo, okay, here's the TikTok thing. I want to say at least 20 people were like, "That's my birthday." And I'm like, you're 10 years old. Like,
literally.
And then there's other people that are like, that's the day Justin Bieber's song came out. And someone was like, that was the day Triple X died. And then someone was like, no, you idiot, he died in June. My favorite comment was from someone who, this is just TikTok. TikTok is full of 10-year-olds. Someone literally goes, maybe it's because you are racist and MLK is punishing you for being a racist.
The ghost of MLK is punishing you. That's funny as hell.
I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And then
That's funny as shit.
And I'm like, oh man, dude. Only a 10-year-old would think that. Maybe it is because you are racist.
Maybe, just maybe, it is because you are racist towards the black people and MLK is punishing you.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
That's so funny.
Hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want the full episode, you can click right here. If you want to subscribe, click here. If you want more clips, we got 2 more right over here.